Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my ring light today, which I have not been using, but it was like nice and sunny and now it's pouring thunderstorms. So I figured, gotta whip this out if you guys want to see me at all. But clacking is my doggy. I thought I would do a pregnancy update. I haven't done one since I think 4 months. And I am currently 6.5 months. So I am due November 5th. For those of you who do not know, sit Snipey, sit. Papa. You're making too much noise with your tail. He thinks he's like this big, but he's like 80 pounds. So I'm about 6.5 months pregnant. I'm having a little boy. We do have a little girl named Ella who will be 20 months when this baby is born. And what can I say? I switch weeks over on Mondays. And so right now I think I'm 29 weeks. Time is flying, hence me being like, oh, here's a 6.5 month update. Haven't updated you guys in 2.5 months. There's really not much to say. This will be a quick video. I think because I have a toddler and I've been through this before, there's not much that's super surprising. I will say in my 5th month I had a lot of gas pains, not like farting gas pains, but just the gas pains that, oh, I wonder, I'm actually sitting on a cooler. This is what you do, guys. Really glamorous stuff. Yeah, so I just feel like I'm a little low, but whatever. So I had some gas pains, which actually I could feel it like right here, like right underneath my chest and like the top of my ribs as my uterus was pushing my intestines up. And one night I actually woke up in severe pain, like shooting pain. And I went downstairs, I tried like shifting and then propped myself up. And then finally after like 35 minutes, it went away. And because the pain was high up, even though it made me nervous, I wasn't scared about the baby per se, because I knew at that point the baby was still very low and that my whole uterus was still low. So I did call the doctor the next day and they just thought it was like gastritis and gas and intestinal stuff. So I was taking Gas-X and I forgot the heartburn medication, because I don't know the name of it, because I always take the generic versions, because it was like $25 at Target, and right next to it, same exact ingredients, same effectiveness, same everything, and it was like $3. So of course I grabbed the one that was $3 and it's been working fine. So I am still taking it. I was taking it a few times a day. But for the past like month or so, I really just take it when I have some kind of pain. So, and I do get heartburn a lot, such as life. Another big thing was I did get de syndrome, which is basically carpal tunnel is here. So it's exactly like carpal tunnel, but here. So it's the tendons going into the tunnel that go into your thumb. I got that. The tendons get inflamed with the pregnancy hormones or any kind of hormone change. I got that after I had Ella, and they said it's extremely common amongst nursing mothers and new mothers because of the way you're holding your baby, the way you're holding your breast. Everything is very awkward, and you're like that for a very long time. Actually, once I was diagnosed, I was telling my girlfriend, and she's like, I think I have the same thing, and she got diagnosed with that. So to help with the pain, I got a cortisone shot. I had my daughter in March 2017. In May, I had the first cortisone shot. I had another one in December 2017. And at that point, the orthopedic surgeon told me, you know, we can't keep giving you the cortisone shots. That basically mask the pain. It's a Band-Aid, you know, on the inside. It doesn't actually fix anything. He's like, if the pain keeps coming back and the inflammation keeps coming back, we may have to do the surgery, which is cutting the bone of the tunnel to expand it and give the tendons more space to chill out in there. Well, that was like in December, and I figured, oh, if by March, April the pain starts coming back, I'll have to go and do the surgery. Well, yes, the pain came back, and it came back because I got pregnant. So the pain has been bad for the past several months, but then in July, in my 5th month, I woke up one Sunday morning and could not move my middle finger. This was so painful. There was like a pressure point in here that was horrific, and it hurt. Like I couldn't bend my finger at all. I mean, I have very, very, look, you guys, I have like extremely flexible hands, loosey-goosey, and that's like normal for me. It's not pregnancy related. Um, and I couldn't move it at all. And it was so painful. And we went to the ER, and I was using my de Quervain syndrome brace a lot prior to that, like at night and stuff like that, because I couldn't use it while I was at work or during the day because of my daughter, and it covered too much of my hand and limited me. But at the ER, they decided that the brace, because it had like this hard curvature right here, that pinpoint pressure is really kind of the trigger point. So then I made an appointment with my orthopedic surgeon, and he checked it out, and he's like, okay, you have trigger finger, which is exactly that. And that point was really inflamed and, you know, bruised, so to speak. So it was affecting the tendons going into the middle finger, so I couldn't really press it. He gave me a cortisone shot for that. And then I was like, okay, I'm not even worrying about the de Quervain syndrome because the other pain was so much worse. Well, within a couple weeks, it was just so bad that I was like, I need to go to the doctor. So I was actually away with Jen in July. It was like July 8th that weekend. And it was just so bad. I couldn't get an appointment until July 30th. He would not give me another shot because I had discoloration in my skin. And actually, this looked a little sunken in compared to my left wrist. And he was just like, you know, these aren't horrible things, but it is showing that your body is reacting to the cortisone. And we don't want the tendons to rupture. Let's just fix this. He's like, you're having a baby, you're due in a few months, you're gonna have a newborn and a toddler. He's like, this problem is just going to keep getting worse. So August 3rd, it was a Friday, I had the procedure. Again, getting me like all set up for it took longer than the actual procedure. I was wide awake. They used Novocaine to numb the area. I can only feel some pressure in the tendons. Like I could feel the pressure here as they were moving things around. But so that's a big thing that happened in the past like 2.5 months since I haven't updated you guys. And that was specifically like pregnancy, nursing, hormonal change, pregnancy again, related. So that's a big thing. Oh God, guys, I was perfectly like fine, like walking around, loving life. We actually went like a week ago to Virginia. We went to DC first to visit Jen, my bestie. We drove there, so we packed up Ella and all our stuff at like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, on like a Wednesday morning, and we got there by like 10 a.m. Walked around DC a little bit. Ate. Jen got out of work early. We spent the day together. We spent the night. And then the next day we drove further into Virginia to visit some friends. And we were there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday around 10 a.m. we left to come back home. That ride ended up being like 11 hours because of random traffic in Connecticut. And I'm in Boston. And we're so close to home, but so far. And I was fine. I had my pregnancy pillow. I was fully reclined. My husband made sure I was like all set. But Tuesday morning, I woke up to go to work, and like I woke up feeling like I was in my 3rd trimester, which I am. And I woke up feeling huge, and like my baby boy had like really settled deep in my hips. My sciatic nerves are killing me on both sides. I waddle, and I can walk without waddling, but it hurts more. So like when I'm free to waddle, I do. And it's just, and he's kicking so strong. He is so strong. He is the size of like, he's like 16 inches or so right now. And Ella was 19 inches and a quarter, or 19 inches and 3/4. I can't remember. So he's basically like almost a full-size baby, but he's only 2.5 pounds in there. So he's a skinny little baby, but he feels really big, and he's like kicking here and here and here all at the same time. He's like punching and kicking and elbowing me and moving around, and my husband has been feeling him a lot, and he's just so happy. And you know, so it's the good and the bad. I mean, I am in a lot of discomfort. I do have a belly band, support band thing. My husband just has to get it out of the attic because I packed it away. So I need him to do that today. Actually, on the 27th of August, have an ultrasound coming up, and I'm hoping they'll do the 3D ultrasound then, because we're dying to see, like, to know what he looks like. But I completely forgot I had to do it was a gestational diabetes appointment. So that morning I had like a frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and a sausage, egg and cheese on a croissant for breakfast. I had pizza for lunch. I mean, I had like cravings up the yin yang that day and gave in to them all. And then I was like, no. And because I have been having frozen coffees probably for like a week or maybe even more, but prior to that, I mean, that's not in my regular pregnancy diet or regular diet. But I was just like, damn it. Well, I found out I failed the test. And with Ella, I had passed the test, so I didn't have to go through like the 3-hour test. And I had only failed by 3 points, but still. And everyone's telling me to fast and do all this stuff. And I'm like, look, the way I see it, if I have gestational diabetes, I want to know, because it could complicate the delivery. It could make your child overweight while he's inside, but also like later on in life, it could cause complications, make him more prone to diabetes. I want to know. I don't want to cheat the system, which I don't even think you can, but I want to know, you know. So I did cut back, you know, the 2 days prior, and like really, because I was on vacation also. So I wasn't eating great, but like I had ice cream one day. I was like, I will not have ice cream again. I stopped having coffee. I really tried to limit it, but still be realistic about who I am, because every tooth is a sweet tooth with me. And then you have to fast that morning before the 3-hour test, which sucks because I was starving. And I got like a bagel and cream cheese to bring to the doctor, so once I was done I can eat something because they require that. So I got there at 7:30. They took my blood. I drank the drink and twice as much. And but you do feel woozy because you're fasting, and then there's like this surge of this syrupy sugar, and it was orange flavored. It just tastes like flat, warm orange soda. They took my blood. I went to my car in the garage and like napped for an hour. They took my blood again. I did the same thing, and they do that 4 times total in a 3-hour period. And I found out I passed. But with that said, I am trying to make my sweets and my sugar intake count. I'll still have stuff, but I know I consume a lot of sugar, so I need to cut back, and I have been. So if I'm gonna have something, I make sure the rest of the day I'm good with other things, or that I'm trying to be more balanced. Let me show you my belly, and then I'll be out. Okay, God knows what kind of mess you're seeing, but this is my belly. I feel humongous. Sometimes I don't feel humongous, but I feel humongous right now. This is me from the front and the other side. So I feel like I'm definitely carrying higher with this little guy. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm carrying higher. I feel like with Ella, she was a lot lower and I was just completely round. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's my belly. That's my update. I'll try and do an update maybe after the shower, because I'll be a little over 8 months then, and then maybe I can do one in October, and then the next thing will be babies here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye.